Live Fire King of the Hill. We've got like right up on screen here. This is a replay right here. We got.
No, we just haven't had changed over the team names yet, but we do
gotcha.
have a Str8 Tilted versus Waystation game number 1, King of the Hill on Live Fire. Now in the last series it was Slayer Live Fire, but now we're starting off on the map, so we are jumping into the objective side of things. I love the heat wave pickup here. Ponage has it at the ready. Look at Waystation though; they are prepped and ready for the overshield pickup, and even with the heat wave, a 1v3 is not going to be enough.
Definitely not there, but. Get some early time, well, a little bit from Str8 Tilted. They're trying to get some time here early on. Waystation, though, are making a push towards the hill. They do get 2 members of Str8 Tilted down. We got Rip Maniac with his 3 friends of from the clan Rip, just doing some damage. He's got the overshield in hand. He's going to go ahead and push into A, though, but that player did duck down towards the bottom middle, and they're rotating over here towards C. But right now, this is still a very early on game, and both teams got some hill time here.
Now, Maniac is really looking for the kills, not wanting to camp on the zone in order to get full use out of that overshield. Finds 1 pick, looks for the second, but kind of gets caught in between a rock and a hard place. Here comes Crazed Rock, gets the triple kill, looking for the overkill. Oh, that snipe was right over the head of the 4th player. Still comes through with the assist.
Now, I've played Crazed Rock before. This is a really good player. He's very, very, very good. He's got the sniper hand, gets a shot onto top sandbags. He's still in the hill, managing to live his life, doing a very good job, but scrapping up that time for Str8 Tilted as Mr. Checks, I want to say Mr. Checks, is doing a good job of flanking behind this enemy team. Got 3 down, looking for that 4th player. He's going to try to pick up the 1 shot, but his teammate's going to do the job for him. And Rip Maniac, he's the only one alive for his team as his teammates are spawning up currently. He's trying to solo push this overshield. Hopefully he does get some help. He does take that member down of Str8 Tilted. He's just going to go ahead and play his life, and the hill's going to go ahead and be taken by Str8 Tilted to get their first point on the board.
Maniac might have had a little unfortunate bounce of the plasma grenade, but a good awareness to kind of double back before coming back into re-engage. And now Str8 Tilted, they're going to be rotating through Nest and bottom C. Watch for this flank on elbow because Maniac is so focused on Nest. There's a player coming right behind. It's Mr. Checks again, and Maniac with the awareness turns around, gets the perfect kill, and with it has this hill over that halfway point of being captured.
And that's what you want to see out of Waystation coming into the second hill. They need to stay competitive in this match, and I mean they're doing a great job right now. They got a significant amount, more than 75% at this point of that hill, and they're just still going at it. But 3 of them do go down. Str8 Tilted trying to make the push on this final player of Waystation before his teammates can spawn up, and they're going to go ahead and start getting some hill time themselves. And Crazed Rock, he's already on the jump here. He's on the back foot on top middle, getting that sniper, looking for the spawners, but he's going to opt to play his life and run bottom middle as 2 of his teammates do go down. He's going to rotate to this tower here, looking to get a shot, but that drop shield is right in front of him, you know, in his favor, but he's, you know, playing his life, doing a good job. He does get taken down, unfortunately, though.
I wanted to see more utility of that sniper. That sniper's on the ground there at the dummy ramp. I think it's been scooped up by a player from Waystation now, expecting that snipe to change hands. We try to lock it down. There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nons, if that's the correct way to say the name, with the sniper, 6 rounds left. Took it to the top of tower, and once that zone flipped, now it's pushing through top mid to try to get some snipes across. But wow, the counter on that perfectly placed grenade. That snipe is going to drop to top mid, and now the attention is shifting over to the next overshield spawn.
Yeah, and you gotta tie game here. Crazed Rock though popping that overshield with the heat wave, looking for these spawners pushing towards top middle. And right now with Str8 Tilted coming out on top in this 3rd hill, hitting that 75% mark in the hill time, and only 1 member of Waystation making the attempt to push that hill by himself, but he gets taken down. We got another member trying to make a solo push, but he's backing down, trying to get back with his teammates. As one of them's Pillar is going to get shot by Mr. Checks, man. A very good job out of that sniper, and the heat wave in the hands of one of those players as well. But this is a very, very tough match right now for Waystation, as Str8 Tilted do take the 2nd hill, or 3rd hill. I do believe.
Yeah, good restraint there from Mr. Checks as well. After landing the body shot with the snipe on B pillar, you might have thought, you know, he would have contested that a little bit further. But what he was doing by falling back Rock was just stalling, knowing that that hill was nearly captured. And at that point, his life was more important than getting a kill. They get that second hill on their side of the scoreboard, and then they have all 4 up now to rotate to the next hill. And this hill is crucial because it would give them the 3-1 lead, but also it's where Overshield spawns. So depending how long this hill is, you can win the hill and Overshield in one fight.
Yeah, you definitely can, but right now they're going to opt to stay out of the hill as Waste Station did push in, taking that member down that was in it, but 3 go down for Str8 Tilted. 1 does spawn up, but Ponage living his life here at screens, being a nuisance to the other team, but he's going to get cleaned up. Craze Rock coming in hot on the hill is going to spot this player hiding towards the cuts, going to get that kill on him. Gets a really good nade, making it a double kill, looking for the triple, but he's going to have to back down. He's going to get some hill time here. Str8 Tilted are really playing very, very good King of the Hill right now.
We only need a few more seconds to make this a 3-1 game, and that Overshield is just 5 seconds away. Here comes Lazy rolling through the bottom tunnels with a heat wave. Nons is fighting, gets both kills on the cleanup. That capture does, however, go through for Str8 Tilted.
Yeah, and this is, you know, Waste Station came out very hot in the very beginning, but you know, Str8 Tilted have completely answered back at this point, and even though Waste Station have the Overshield, they're not making, I would say, the most efficient use of it. I mean, he could have probably pressed up there on the sandbags, getting some more pressure, so he's, you know, open the team up a little bit for them to come in, get some hill time. But right now, 2 members of Waste Station going down, and Mr. Chex is off on his own here, looking for some spawners. And Str8 Tilted just completely dominating the last 3 hills and looking to secure the 4th.
They do have some good time on this 4th hill, but 2 are down for each side. Now Ponage is trying to throw some frags into the mix. 2 players in front of him, maybe 3. So right now he's just trying to contest to bait out some time as Rock has that high ground position, 3 snipes in hand, and this is the place to lock down that central hill. With or without the sniper, you have such a great line of sight across top mid, a much better approach from C platform as opposed to the rush from sandbags, which is what Waste Station, that's like their only option right now.
Yeah, their only option. I see a lot of solo plays coming out of Waste Station. You know, Vert to Str8 Tilted, who are kind of like, I feel like sticking better together and controlling the sandbox. If Waste Station can manage to, you know, stick together a little bit on these pushes and get some early nades and damage in the hill, maybe they can make, you know, a run for it. But it's going to be a numbers situation for them. They have a 3-on-2 advantage right now, but you're going to have to make that a 3-on-dead advantage for Str8 Tilted, and I think they got this hill, Magic.
Yeah, this hill in this game, it looks like Str8 Tilted are running away with game number 1. Ends up as that 4-1 victory, and Waste Station, I always want to see whose hands those rockets end up in.
And that's the thing, like, you know, with this map, like, it's pretty simple and straightforward. Whoever controls rockets is most of the time going to have the advantage in the entire game. But Ponage coming out early with a rocket in hand is going to pick up a easy kill there, but 2 go down from Waste Station. It's a 1 or 2 kill advantage right now for Str8 Tilted, as Ponage is going to pick up that shotgun, controlling the sandbox early on. This is what you want to see out of a team like Str8 Tilted, but you want to see Waste Station do the same. I mean, they're on the side of the map where the stalker is, so pick that sucker up. Let's lay some damage down.
Great control of the sandbox early on from Str8 Tilted, and we do see Waste Station a little bit more unified, what you were looking for from the last game. 3 of their players here at the top of B. Lazy dropped to the bottom of B stairs, but if they can get the team fired just like that, they can take down Craze Rock. And from that first opening pick, they could snowball this. Now Ponage is left weak and kind of exposed to this oncoming force, but somehow utilizing the cover, using the mobility, peeks out to finish off a kill, and in the end, it does also preserve his life. Now coming in with the Bulldog, that's going to be the killing spree out the gates from Ponage.
Now, we saw a nice attempt from Waste Station to use that stalker rifle. They did have an opening there, but they pushed up a little bit too soon with a lot of damage on their backs, and unfortunately it didn't play out for them, because that shotgun, you know, if you're going to be in a fight with the stalker, that shotgun's probably going to win most of the time, unless you're, you know, like the Lucids of the world and you're hitting all those shots with the stalker. But right now, Str8 Tilted are doing a really good job of controlling the sandbox. But, you know, Waystation's not too far behind. They
Right.
do have a 2-kill difference here, so you still got a lot of room to work with, and we have the next set of rockets on the timer. If you're Waystation, you want to set yourself up for those.
Yeah, positioning yourself to time the kills in order to create space. Mr. Chex cleans up a nice kill on the driveway side, but top C is going to be a problem for him. Here comes Booster, a nice takedown. Rockets in the hands of Teammate. Teammate is weak, though, at Laundry, and the cover fire from Booster is going to be enough to save Lazy, who had the Rockets back at Laundry. That's a huge turnaround from Waystation, and you can see it reflected on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and we were talking about it in the very beginning about how Waystation needs to kind of stick together, and they did a phenomenal job right there to get those rockets and secure them together. But it's not going to be enough right now because Str8 Tilted are up 2 points currently. Rockets are completely gone. Stalker is not on spawn, so it's in the hands of somebody. We don't know who it is. Actually, to take that back, it is on spawn now, so somebody used it all up. But yeah, if you're Waystation, you gotta continue to try to, like, you know, control the sandbox, get the shotgun, get the stalker if you can, and stick together. And they're still doing a pretty good job of sticking together. Got to give them credit.
Yeah, Mr. Chex is being kind of a nuisance here on the top of B rails, so Waystation flushes him off, and now they collapse on one player. They're going to collapse on a second. That's 2 down for Str8 Tilted. Waystation just 1 kill down, but every time they get right within 1 or 2 kills, they get dropped right back in response. They haven't gotten that full team wipe across the board yet. Lazy now with that heaven position, that high ground to scope down and pick off shots. But all the focus of attention here is on that B side, that top B rail area.
We talked about Craze Rock last game, pulling through for his team with low deaths and high kills. But Mr. Chex is that player for Str8 Tilted right now with the 8 kills, 2 assists, and only 4 deaths. He's keeping it to a very minimum right now, and it's working out for his team. But it's still a very tight-knit game, as it is tied at 24-24. Mr. Chex looking to throw a couple of nades over here towards tires to get some damage down. He's going to spot a one-shot player. He's going to try to push in for that player. Gets the other one, almost got the double, but gets the assist. 2 go down for Waystation.
The Rockets are out. I think this player in tires has the Rockets. It was Maniac. He gets 1 and then he gets dropped. Oh, Craze Rock, he dropped the player with the back smack. He wins that rocket, and with it now a killing spree. Craze Rock with the Rockets, it just seems right.
And just as I said, Mr. Chex was stepping it up, Craze Rock doing a great job of stepping it up as well.
Did he rock your world there with that play?
He rocked it like 3D rock. Like that show. But yeah, I mean, 2 go down right now for Waystation, and there's a solo play. That's not what you want to see out of Waystation. You want to see them play together. But maybe he was taking that route thinking he could get away, but fortunately, Crazy Rock was holding it down. You know, that player was between a rock and a hard place.
And it was right as Waystation had a little run going. They had just tied up the game where they had been down 2. And now if you look at the scoreboard, it's a 9-point game off of that little chain of kills. And that's what can happen in a Slayer match, where 1 pick or 1 win of a power weapon can all of a sudden start to snowball. And now we're seeing a 10-point deficit. Waystation are backed against the wall. They one advantage, I think they have map position. Str8 Tilted making this approach from driveway very difficult, but not too hard. Craze Rock is giving us a highlight reel. He gets the ninja on that trade.
And the one thing I saw Str8 Tilted really take advantage of is when they did get those initial kills to pretty much wipe Space Station clean, was they took advantage of those split spawns, because it seemed like Waystation were kind of singled out a little bit by themselves, and Lazy here, though, he's trying to contest for rockets in the middle. He's by himself. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Str8 Tilted taking advantage of all these solo plays.
Yeah, picking off the stragglers, isn't that like how lions hunt, right? So Str8 Tilted, you know, kind of tapping into the nature of the beast as they pick off 1 straggler at a time. And I tell you what, rockets time and time again have been in the hands of Str8 Tilted. We saw 1 kill come through there for AR Peaceman, and now still 1 more rocket to go. Here's the straggler you're talking about. Back a subway and great patience to get an easy, clean kill. Can he turn it into a double? No, but he sure dealt out a lot of damage if there's a teammate close by to finish off that pick.
And it goes back to say, like I said before, like, They smelt the blood once they killed all those players, and that they saw that split spawn happening right before their eyes. They took full advantage of it. You saw half of the team of Str8 Tilted go towards B, fight those players from Waystation, completely
One,
kill them.
especially in games 2. But where's the way station that we want to see that can take a win off of this?
Yeah, we need to see some of this this action come out of Waystation. I mean, they got ripped in the beginning of their tag. They need to take full advantage of the fact of those letters. But Crazy Rock getting some early shots, picks up a double. I do believe that was a camo player. I'm not sure who quite got it. But yeah, he took him down, almost got the triple. Gonna go ahead and start capping B, and right now Str8 Tilted in a prime position. Almost had this trip cap, but it's gonna be a double cap right now currently.
Yeah, Crazy Rock picking up right where we left off in that last impressive game, and now leading the way early stages here. A nice little lead for Str8 Tilted. Now trying to milk his life. Oh, he has 1 HP in a dream, and it's about to be RIP for him. He's still poking out and doing some damage, though, and stayed alive through the process. That shield is back to full force. B and C are held in tight control by Str8 Tilted. They have 3 players trapped back on this A side spawn.
And the thing you want to see at a Waystation right now, they need to pick a direction because they are trapped in A. You don't want to get sandwiched in there. You see 4 go down for Waystation. You want to see them push quickly out of A. You either have to go control or you have to go whirlpool, but you got to choose quickly and you got to do it. Because if you got Str8 Tilted on your back, they're going to take full advantage of that, and they're just going to kill you and wipe you out like you saw.
Oh, that's a good win there. Crazed Rock goes down. Waystation needs that opening pick as they try to approach C. And it looks like they still have the numbers. Booster there staying alive as well. But now Ponage is on the B side instead. So a little bit of fighting on 2 fronts, on C and on to B, hoping to win on one side or the other. It does look like that C flip is happening. First points on the board now for Waystation.
Yeah, and they had 2 down right there for Str8 Tilted. That's the moment you got to take advantage of that. You know, wipe out those final 2 players, get them on that split spawn, and then you can completely control the map. And right now, Waystation completely just lost control of the game right now as the 4th member is going to go down right there.
That was huge.
Very huge out of Mr. Chex right now, doing a great job. And Str8 Tilted once again regaining that capture, that double cap.
You know, in about the span of 10 seconds, Str8 Tilted were on the brink of being triple capped to now instead putting points of their own on the board. That save on A side from Mr. Chex was huge. And then over on the B side, Crazed Rock gets a kill and flips over B as well. Looks like that's where the next fight is brewing here on the back of B. And the confidence of Rock to throw that grenade and look back away, checking his 6 before turning back around and finishing off the kill.
You know, what's very interesting out of the Str8 Tilted team, you know, they took the first 2 games. They have a lot of confidence coming into this 3rd game, and they are using it to their advantage. They know Waystation have their backs against the wall. They know that their mental might not be completely there, and they are just completely just taking, you know, manipulating that in their advantage, or to their advantage, should I say.
Lazy was doing some great crossfire there from the top crosswalk. There was actually a player around the corner from him at the top of A, but it's actually the push through control room that is his demise. And now Mr. Chex with the plasma pistol at glass lines up a shot, gets a nice kill, and now it's plasma pistol versus shock rifle and versus team fire, and the team fire wins on that one.
Yeah, unfortunately, that player wasn't able to utilize the shock rifle to its full potential. And, you know, now you have it in the hands of Str8 Tilted. You know they're about to lock this map down. I mean, they got A and B. They're holding the exact setup you would want on this map. But they're keeping those players towards long haul and C and, you know, singling them out right now. Mr. Chex gets the beat down on that player. 3 go down for a Waystation, and those last members in top control. And he's already got his reticle placed there.
This is starting to get scary if you're on the side of Waystation, and Mr. Chex off of the killing spree gets another one. And now we see Ponage. Active camo at the ready. This is the first camo we've actually seen in play. The first 2 rounds of camo were both instantly burned. Waystation had secured both. Str8 Tilted killed the camo player on the escape. So this is the first time that we're actually seeing some effectiveness. And now you pair it with the shock rifle. Ponage could sit, bide his time, look for that pick. He lines up his scope and he just catches that corner of the battery. That's gonna cause him to have to retreat and milk his own life. Lazy's gonna come around the corner before he's able to do so.
And right now, man, it's looking very grim for Waystation as Str8 Tilted is passing the 200 score mark here, and just Str8 Tilted have done a phenomenal job of controlling the whole map and the sandbox. But we got a shock rifle in the hands of Rip Lazy. Can he make something out of it? He's gonna play his life over here though and look towards his teammate. Gonna get the kill onto Mr. Chex, doing some good work. He spots a player on bottom control and one on top. He knows exactly where they are. And Waystation got some points on the board, but they need to be able to hold both of them down.
Now, it looks like they're losing C. The shock rifle ran out of ammo, and that push through control room did pay off for Str8 Tilted. They're going to be in a bit of trouble here because they're locking, you know, Waystation deciding to play some defense here on B, but the clock is ticking against them, and they can't play defense to come back from a 200 points down. Maniac has to win this fight. That's a pivotal kill, but Mr. Chex Waystation gets the double kill, and now they are looking at just 12 seconds away from taking the series and moving forward in the playoffs.
Yeah, and we're seeing another phenomenal performance out of Crazed Rock, going 17-6 with 4 assists, but followed by Mr. Chex also doing a great job, 15-5 and 6, and you know, and the other two teammates doing just as well in that department. They've got phenomenal teamwork. 3 points left in this game, but Waystation are trying to hold on. They're right there. They got the B and A, but Str8 Tilted are trying to take B back, and right now Waystation go 3 down.
Mr. Chex holds high ground, allows teammates to drop down to finish that B-side capture. And even though Waystation were able to stop the capture for a time, they never got a step on it in order.